Hello, hello, hello. Sorry we're a little bit late today. We're having some technical difficulties, but we are here now, and I'm so glad that you're with us. And I think we should have some fun tonight. It's been a little while since I've been on here, so I'm excited to be back with you. And I hope that you will um, enjoy tonight. Hello, Michelle. Yes, I am here. Sorry, better late than never, I hope. Hello, Kelly. How are you? Hello, Anne Marie. So glad you guys are here. I am so excited about this release this month. There are so many fun things. I've been having so much fun with making projects. So I'm excited to play. Thank you, thank you. Hello, Lori. Did I catch you, Anne Marie? I think I did. If not, I'm saying it again. Hello, hello, Lori. Hello, Brandon. Hello, Penny. Hello, Cherie. And happy birthday yesterday. Wasn't it you that had a birthday? I think it was you. Might not have been you. Laura, hello. Christina, hello. It was either Sherry or Cherie, and I cannot remember which one it was. So if it wasn't you, I apologize. It was Cherie. Okay. Hello, hello. Yep, we're glad Darren is back, and it's just not the same when he's not here. So, all right. Well, I'm sure you've seen a lot of the cute got released this month. Yes, it was mine too, Cherie. I I thought it was you because I was like, ooh, I have a birthday buddy, so that was kind of fun. Uh, oh, thank you, Anne Marie. I'm excited to play. Hello, Luann. Oh, you will, Anne Marie. You won't be sorry. There's so many cute things. Hello, Christopher. I know there's so many fun things. This is one of my favorite releases, I think. So I'll give you a little preview right now. I'll show you a few things that I already made. These are not what I'm making tonight, but first off, I made this card using the Fantastic Tustic stamp of the month. And then I used the Arctic Pals with the, and then if you'll remember back, this is the pool stencil, and it just worked out great to make little chunks of ice. I thought it was kind of fun. I was excited that it worked. And all I did to make this sparkly like that is I used pearl chroma glaze, and then I used alabaster glitter glaze on top of that just to give it some extra shine and make it look more icy. Oh, thank you, Christopher. Okay. So the next one I will show you is this one. And this one I used the tiny trees or petite pines. Sorry, petite pines. Same meaning, different name. And if you can see, they are embossed with alabaster embossing powder. And then I used this little shape is from our Easy Elements die set. And then you can see again, we've got our little characters from the Arctic Pals. Now, the snow, I have had a heyday with this snow. This is, I begged Christopher to bring this because I knew I would use it all the time. I'm so glad that we have this now. This is a snowflake glitter stock, and it just makes that magical snow. I just love that it gives it a little extra sparkle, and it just works out so good. So that is what I did there. And then let's see, I'll show you this one next. This one's kind of fun. This one, I made a little shaker card. If you'll notice inside those little ice cubes, they are in the box, and you can also buy them separately, I believe. They look like this. Super cute. And so I just used this snow globe. There's actually just a few left in stock. It's been around for a little while, but it's so cute. And I don't know, Christopher can answer whether or not that those will be reordered or not, but this is the empty snow globe, and that's what it's called. It's called Snow Globe. I think it's called Snow Globe Empty on the site, but Darren might be able to find it for us. And so I used that with our heat resistant acetate, and then I heat embossed that, and then I cut it off, and I actually put the penguin on top just because I had embossed that and I wanted the snow. So to me, I thought it was easier just to put it on the top, but you can do it whatever, create your own ending, right? So then I actually used gray ink, and then I used some distress ink on top of it that was almost the same color. It was abandoned coral. And then I used icicle embossing powder on top of that to just give it a little bit of shading, but I didn't want it to stand out too much because we wanted dye to be the focal point. And then this paper is from the Arctic Arrows set, which I'll show you in just a moment. And then, yeah, you can see the rest. Just this cute little Arctic Pals set. I'm telling you, you don't want to be without that one. This is a set. This is an inspiration box you definitely want. The die is sold out. Oh, of the empty snow globe. Gotcha. Okay. And then the last card, I just made, this was so simple to put together, but I've used this little piece right here. I just cut off the end when I die cut it, and that's also from the Easy Elements die set. And then once again, we've got a piece of our glitter stock right here, our Arctic Pal Deer. These are both from the Arctic Arrows. Oh, this one's from the Let's Chill. They both have polka dots in them, so I get mixed up on which is which. But this is Let's Chill, and it's a little bit different of a shade of blue than this one. This one's kind of got just a tinge of green in the undertones, and this one, a gray, I should say. So I may as well just go to that and just show you. But I just popped it up so that it had a little bit more dimension, and it just came together really easy, and it's one of my favorites. So these are the Arctic Arrows. Let me pull these out because these are so cute. And I am going to go through these really fast because I want to be able to have time to play. So we've got, first of all, my cheat sheet is back here. This will show you all of the patterns. And I have to say, this is one of my favorite paper pads ever. And I love many of them. So that's really saying something. And then I like them both. They're both really cute for different reasons. But this one you can use all year long, and I just love it. And it also just, you know, it just lends itself to so many different occasions. So then let me show you the other paper pad. So this one is one that comes in, this one comes in the inspiration box. So let's just, as we're kind of going through this, let's go through what's in the inspiration box. So Arctic Arrows is in the inspiration box. What, Darren? But yes, you can buy it, you can purchase it separately. And I do believe you get a sheet of the glitter stock in the inspiration box as well. And then let's see what else we've got. You get some cardstock in there, and then you get the ice cubes that I brought up earlier. And I just think they're the cutest little things. I love these. And then you have this cute little twine that you can use. Looks fabulous with the Let's Chill paper. And then you get the Arctic Pals stamp set and the dies. I don't have the dies, but I do have the stamp set I can show you, and we will be using it tonight. We'll be using this cute little bear. Hopefully. I have 2 cards I want to make, so we'll see how far we get. So if I have enough time, I'll be able to do one with the bear, but that's the second card I'm making. So let's see where we go. So that's what's in the kit. Now, hopefully I'm not forgetting anything. If I am, please speak up. Oh, Michelle, you're so kind. Thank you. Hi, Tina. How are you? Hi, Donna. I hope I didn't miss anybody else. Let me look really quick. Hello, Linda. I think I'm caught up. I hope I'm caught up. If I've missed you, just blurt out, and that's all good with me. Oh, Francie, I missed you. Okay. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. Okay, so the Let's Chill pad is super cute too. I don't think you can see it really well. I think the shine on the paper is kind of making it hard to see, but this is an add-on that you can purchase. And it's just got all of these cute little characters. There's that polka dot paper I was telling you about. And I used this little wave paper on the back of the iceberg card that I showed you earlier. So there's tons to work with. Super cute. All right. So now I will show you the embossing powder of the month. This is really pretty, and we're going to use this tonight. And I haven't even tried it yet, so I sure hope it works out good. This is the Blizzard embossing powder. Super pretty. You can see it looks like it's going to be alabaster and some sterling in there, and there's a really pretty blue in there. I can't wait to see what it looks like when we get it all embossed. Yeah, that's going on Faith. I haven't tried that out yet. And then this is the stamp of the month that I mentioned earlier, the Fantastic Walrus. Super cute. And one thing I really love about this walrus is he's scaled well, but he goes just fine, as you saw on the iceberg card. He goes with this set really well. And then I love that there's a little snowflake here and a big snowflake here so that you can use them together. I love that. And the little saying says you're fantastic. Super cute. And then there are card panels, Northern Lights, and we are going to use these tonight. We're going to use this particular one. But see, they're absolutely gorgeous. And these are kind of near and dear to Darren's heart because he is from Canada. So he has seen them. I have never had the opportunity to see the Northern Lights, but he talks about them all the time and how he misses them. So that's what the card panels look like. Aren't they pretty, Francie? Okay, and then almost done. And then we're also going to use Warm Winter Wishes. This is one of the add-on stamp sets. I think it's the only add-on stamp set, right? And then other than the stamp of the month. And this is really cute. We're going to use this with our embossing powder. And then my favorite stencil. Oh, I don't have one of my stencils out here because I have it ready to clean. I apologize. And the one that I don't have, I showed you on a card. The one I don't have out is the Petite Pines, and you can kind of see the pattern there. Super cute. I apologize for that. I meant to have everything ready to go, and I missed that detail. This is I think my favorite one though. This is called Tundra Triangles, and we are using this tonight. And then also this one is really, really cool. And this one is called Polarized. And this one it's another one of those that you could use on so many different things. So this one, lots of fun too. I haven't used this yet, but I will be using it before the month is through. Trust me. All right. So let's get started. I'm going to move some things over for a minute. So first, let's use our triangles. Oh, wrong one. This one. And I'll move these to the side for a minute. What, Darren? I know you have to have more ice cubes. I am telling you what, I'm going to go through these in just a few cards because I love them so much. I want to use them on every single thing. And I haven't done it yet, but imagine how pretty it would be if you mixed them with the shimmer flakes. Just so much fun. So much fun. I just love all the shimmer and all the fun. Oh, Anne-Marie, I can't wait to see what you make. I hope that you will post it on the Brutus Monroe fan page. You've seen the Northern Lights in Michigan? That's awesome. One day. And Francie, we'll have to get there one day. The old ice stencil is used. Okay. I'll have to look and I'll have to see if I still have my samples of what I did with that. But yeah, I remember that one. That one's a cool one. Yeah, road trip for sure. Hello, Susan. How are you? They are so cute, aren't they? I don't plan to use them tonight, but I will show you, Susan, that I used them on this card that I made earlier. This is just a little cute shaker using a snow globe and the Arctic Pals. So I have used them and will continue to, like I said. Okay, well, we need to get started. So I'm going to go ahead and grab our stencil. And forgive me if we go a little bit over tonight. It'll depend on how long this one takes, but I'll see how you're feeling, if you want me to make 2 cards or if you want me to make 1. But let's see how it goes. All right, where did I put my stick and stamp? Oh, there it is. I had it all ready to go. Okay, so I'm using my stick and stamp mat. What was that, honey? I know, I always move it out of the way and then I can't find it. Okay. So I'm just going to line this up a little bit. And actually, when you have something intricate like this with these little skinny lines, I like to use pixie spray. So I'm just going to do that off camera really quick. Mine's getting low. Time to order more. But you don't need a whole lot of it. And then you just want to kind of let it dry a little bit just so it gets nice and tacky. All right. Probably you could let it even go a little bit further, but in the interest of time, I'm just for it. So let me make sure. Let me see my little sample so I can make sure I'm doing it right. Okay. So we're going to do a little ink blending. Looks like I got a little piece of glitter on here. All right. We're going to use Simon Hurley inks, and we're using 5 different colors. We're going to use my favorite one, Clear Skies, and Remember Me, and Tropical Tango, and Me, and Shady. Aren't the names great? I love the names. Okay, so let's see. We'll start out with Crown Me. And I'm going to use, I love these blenders. If you haven't tried these yet, these blenders are awesome. I have one for every color of my Simon Hurley ink because I use them all the time. All right, so we're going to start out just blending along the edge. And don't stress out if it bleeds over onto the next triangle. They're all going to overlap a little bit. It's not a big deal. And I am not worrying about circular motions or anything like I usually would because they're small enough triangles and I want the color to be dense enough that I'm kind of layering it deep on there anyway. So if I feel like there's a blotchy spot, I'll just put more ink because I want to go fairly dark on this. All right, so now I'm going to do, hopefully, oh, I think I just did the wrong one. I did, I already messed up, guys. Well, we're just going to improvise. Yeah, this is, I don't know if I would call it a happy accident, but I'll call it an accident nonetheless. This is switching gears, that's for sure. And that's okay. Hopefully it doesn't throw off my whole thing. But, you know, this is live. And I mess up just like everybody else. Let's see, do we want to just go, let's see. Let's do, I think I'm okay. I think we'll do, maybe I didn't mess up. Maybe I just thought I messed up. Either one is highly possible. I didn't cut down my sample that I made, but I cut this piece down and it threw me off. Okay, so we have two more we want to color. And like I said, I'm just more patting the color on rather than blending it like I typically would. Because this, I think, adds a heavier layer. To color my animals, I used alcohol markers. I used a mix of different brands of alcohol markers. My favorite alcohol markers that I tend to go to the most are probably my my tri-blends, but I definitely dabble in several different brands and I use them together all the time. So for my birthday, I just got some new ones coming that I haven't tried yet, but I'll let you know what I think of them. They're Tombow alcohol markers. Okay, so now, me too. They take all the guesswork out for you. It makes it so much easier, huh, Laura, sorry. Yes, those tri-blends are the best. Okay, so now we're going to go with our Remember Me. And we'll start over here. For some reason, Darren, I can't hear you on the computer. I can hear you through the door, but I can't hear you on here like I usually do. So if you talk to me, talk loud. Okay, so now we will do this one. Your volume's probably down, Shannon. On my computer, that's possible. Let me see. I don't know. Can't tell. Let me see. It's not showing anything when I do that, so not going to worry about it. Like I said, I kind of want an intense color here, so it takes a little bit longer. All right, so now I'm going to do another couple with this, but I'm actually going to layer two colors and you'll see why. But just to get them started, I'm going to do that one. And is that the right one? Hang on, guys. I usually Brutus Monroe has tri-blends and there's always sales going on. I think that's my number one. So that is where I would suggest. Also, you can buy sets that have, look and see what colors it lists what colors are in the sets and look and see what colors are in the sets because that's not a bad way to start too. Okay, we almost have it, guys. So now we can move on to a new color, and I'm going to try to color a little faster. Let's do our shady. Hi, Christy. How are you? Welcome. We are working with, this is the Tundra Triangles, and we're playing with all of the fun new releases for November. Thankfully, this color is pretty dark, so we don't have to do quite as many layers through. And honestly, I think I might just cut down the one I have. You know what, let's do that because it is kind of taking a long time. So I think I'll just show you. Let's finish a row at least so that you can kind of see how we get to where. Let's see, this one's going pretty fast. I just don't want to bore you guys. So let's see how quickly we can do this. I'm going to give you the fast version. So I'm not going to go as deep on all of my layers. I'm just going to do, just so you have a basic idea of how I got there. So I tend to get wrapped up in what I'm doing, and sometimes I just have to move along a little faster. Okay, so now we're going to use our clear skies, and that we're going to use on this one. And we'll use it on this one. And we'll use it on this one. Like I said, if you want deeper color, just keep making layers. Okay, so then last but not least, we'll use our Tropo. And I did layer that on top of the Remember Me on a few of the triangles to give us one more color, because the Tropical Tango, or no, not Tropical Tango, but the Remember Me and the Clear Skies are a little closer in color than I wanted them to be. I wanted there to be a little bit more of a differential look to them. So let's just, I don't know if that was a correct term, but that's what came out of my mouth. Differential? I don't know. Okay. So then we'll do another layer on these ones. And like I said, this is me doing the quick version, trying to turn a blind eye a little bit to any imperfections that I would typically maybe want to fix. But honestly, I think I get a little too uptight sometimes. So have fun. That's the most important thing, is have fun. Okay, good enough. So now, oh, hi Jerry, how are you? So I will show you the difference really quick. So this tri-blend is with the one with the gray barrel, and it's got the brush end. And this is the one that comes with the black, and it's, I think this is the one that's called the nib, isn't it? And the other one's the brush. Can you see that very well? I used gray, so not probably the easiest to see on that. Maybe a darker color would be easier to see. So let me show you them together. So this one's really firm, and it's good for like maybe if you're coloring little details, sometimes that one I find easier. I use both, honestly. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use some white chroma mist. I'm just leaving the stencil on still. I'm getting my ugly box. That's what I call my little splash box. And you can spritz it. If you do, you can see I did a test one earlier, just to make sure your nozzle is clear. And if you're not comfortable spraying it, if you want more control, then you can just open it up. Oh, yeah, mine's mixed up. You can either use the nozzle straw and just flick it with that, or you can just grab a brush and do it with the brush. Make sure that you actually get some on your brush though. And I like a lot of snow on mine, so you can even, if you're having a hard time getting the product to come off, just tap it on the edge of your box that you're using. Okay, so super simple. You can let that air dry, or if you want to hit it with your heat gun, then I say hold it pretty far away because you don't want to warp your stencil or your stick and stamp mat. So now we've got kind of a snowy scene. And I'm going to just move a couple things. And this is wet, so I'm going to just switch it out with my other one. And if you want some of them to sparkle a little bit, you can use the shimmer spray. So let's see. I'm going to cut it down so it is 3 3/4. And I want to take a little bit off of each side so that it's kind of a centered pattern. So now I've got it at 3 3/4. Right? 3 3/4. Yep. And then we'll just trim up the bottom to 5 inches. I know you can't see that because for you to be able to see all that in the camera. But I'm just going to double check my measurements. Yep. Okay. So now we've got our back piece that we're going to use. And this is Lagoon cardstock. And this is just a gray piece that I had in my collection. So I'm going to set that aside for a minute. And now we're going to try out our embossing powder. And I may cut it out of this vellum. Let's check it out. Let's grab our first thing we need to do that I'm really terrible about remembering. So I'm going to use my magic powder bag so that our powder goes just where we want it to and not everywhere. And yes, Jerry, it works really well. I can't tell you that I do wipe it out all the time because it's just always what I use it for, but it does work. I am happy to answer any questions ever, and Penny's always on it. She's amazing, that girl. All right, so let's kind of line this up. And because it's vellum, I'm having a hard time seeing it. Let me move it over a little bit. So this is the heat-resistant vellum that Burgess Monroe carries, which is amazing. Okay, so the tricky part is keeping it where we want it. All right, and now I'm going to use some of our awesome pigment embossing ink. Sorry, let me grab a new one. All of mine are gray, and I think I told you before last time, in fact, that I'm okay with it being gray because it makes it easier for me to see where I have my ink and to see that the image is all complete. So that would bug a lot of people, but it's okay with me that mine's gray. All right. And then we'll just make sure we've got that on there really good. And Jerry, those buckets, I usually just get mine at like the dollar store. So that works out great. Oh, thank you, Jerry. I think it's a fun one. And you could do whatever colors suit your fancy, you know? Okay, so let's get that new embossing powder out and play. All right. I'm excited to see what this looks like. It'll be a surprise too. Okay, let's see how we did. Ooh, I think that's going to be really pretty. Well, let's find out. I'm so excited. So bear with me for a minute while my heat tool is on. Ooh, that is pretty. Oh, it's like a pearl. Ooh, that's really pretty. All right. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Well, we definitely need to showcase that on something dark, I think. So let's see. Do we want to use gray? Maybe some more of this gray so it shows it off. All right, I need to use something. Let's see. Let me see how that's going to fit first. We don't want to cover up all of our background. Let me see if I have any dies that are that size. Let's see what I got here. No, that one's a little too small. Bear with me for 1 minute. Let's see what else I have. Maybe that one. Should we try that one? Yeah, it is a really pretty embossing powder for sure. I love it. Okay, let me just cut this out real quick. We might cut off a little bit of our W. I don't want to do too much of it. Let's see. I think that's pretty straight. Excuse me, my die cut machine is over to the side, so. Oh, and you might have noticed I changed my backdrop. I rearranged in my room a little bit. I actually, for my birthday, bought a dresser off of Facebook Marketplace, and it is storing a bunch of my stuff. It made things a lot easier. So I moved a bunch of stuff around. I always laugh because I just think craft rooms are just videos, whatever you like to call yours. They just are never quite all the way done. Now, I want to be able to see those words better, and they are blending in to the background a lot. Jerry, I store my dies. I just buy these little pouches. This one's kind of beat up, but they're just these little plastic pouches, and then I put them in these buckets that you see. Just again, Dollar Tree special. Let's see. I think we need, maybe we'll put a smaller one behind it so that we can get, let's see how that would look. Because I really want to show a lot of our background, and if we do too much, we lose that. So maybe I don't know. We're only going to see just a little bit. Let me check something really quick. You know what? I don't typically do this, but I think, I wonder if it'd be better to cut them out. Well, let's just go with let's try this out. I want to see if we just make this a little bit smaller. Let's see what that does. I need to cut my cardstock down a little bit because my die machine isn't quite that wide. There we go. Okay, 1 second. I'm cutting it out right now. It looks like I'm only going to have time for one card tonight, but maybe I'll just hop on over the weekend just for fun. We'll see what's going on. If not, then I will save it till next week. The other card is a fairly quick one, so I can just tack it on to next week, and it will be good. So, oh, I missed the whole edge. Didn't put it through all the way. Sorry, guys. Okay. So now we can get all of the words in just a little bit less It's still not showing as much as I'd like because I think that's such a fun background, but that's okay. We'll go with it. Okay, so let's okay. I just did that. Yeah, this is how we want to do it. Now the next trick is, because we have vellum, we don't want adhesive that's going to show, right? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some glue dots, because if you know me at all, I really love epoxy dots. So if I just put my glue dots where I want to put my epoxy dots, I can hide them. So we've got, we want it centered. I think we've about got it centered. And I'll put another one over here. This one might be a little bit of a problem, but we shall see. Time to buy glue dots, it looks like, too. Dang, it's time to restock my studio, huh? Okay, I am okay with that. We might do something a little different there in a minute, but let's grab some epoxy dots and see what I've got color-wise going on. Those ones would work. I think I want them a little closer together. And that's the nice thing, is you can move your glue dots around. I'll probably just do a new one. I put my dot down first, and then I will know where I want to put it. And then this one. And then I'll teach you one other trick. So we've still got these little flappy guys, right? So one trick that I have used in the past is I'll just take a little bit of glue. You could even use the pin if you're worried about it, but I'm just going to put a tiny bit of glue on my finger. And I am just going to brush the edge a little bit and then wipe it off and then push it down. It's not a ton of glue, but it's enough that it will hold it where you want it. I ran out of glue. Let me try that again on this one. Like I said, you don't need a very much glue. You just want to put a little bit on there, and then you want to wipe it right off. And it looks like maybe a little bit right here. We may need the pin for that part. And that one I don't think we need to wipe off because there wasn't much there. And you can't see any glue, so if you want to, you can finish the other edge. I'll grab a little bit. I don't think it's going on there too much, but I think it's fine now. Well, now we can actually add this to to our card panel. And I cut this card panel just in between 3/4 and 4 inches, just because I didn't want a full 1/4 inch difference. Just wanted a little small border. And then I did leave a 1/4 inch. So this is just shy of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then we just need to put it on one of our card bases. Set that down for a minute. See if I can get it on there straight. Pretty close. And we've got our card, our warm winter wishes. Super fun, super easy. And if you don't go crazy, look, you really can't see that much difference between the backgrounds, which is just proof that you don't need to be a spaz when you do it like I was. So I'll have to make another one with that one. All right. Well, you know what? I will. Oh, I'm glad you like that tip, Anne Marie. The ice cubes. No, I think that you could use them as well. I agree. The pre-scored card bases. Oh my goodness. So I have to tell you that I'm definitely a thrifty crafter a lot of times. And I was like, I can cut my own card bases. Now that I have card bases, I don't think I can ever go back to that because it's just so convenient and they're always, I don't cut very straight. And so it's so nice to have them already there, already ready to just grab. And you will not be grab those, I'm telling you right now. All right, well, I will definitely do the other card next week and another one in addition. So I apologize I didn't get to both of them tonight, but thank you so much for joining me, and I'm excited to see you again next week. Have a great weekend, and I will catch you next time. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.